Michael Turiamuhebwa was murdered in the wee hours of Monday, 8th May 2023. For 2 months, he had been working as a casual laborer on land owned by Daniel Semakula Nalima in Big Kasel, Kabale Parish in Masulita Town Council, Wakiso District. A casual conversation with residents might cast doubts on Turiamuhebwa's very existence. No one knows much about him. No one even remembers his name.
I don't know much. He had a sister in Bunyoro. He would call her using my phone. After, he would immediately erase the number.
I didn't know his name. I didn't know his tribe. He was medium size, thin but not so thin. He was about 38 years old.
None of his peers or employers, who include Samson Kasomanalima, have a photograph of Turiamuhebwa. He lived in this room, which is now occupied by a newly hired laborer.
I didn't know what time he was killed, but someone called me at 6:52 a.m. and informed me. We found the body at the borehole and I called the police.
Turiamuhebwa was beheaded at the village borehole by unknown people.
He was coming from Masulita and his killers found him here. His head was cut off and placed at side.
There was blood on his neck, but his legs were clean. I think he first washed his legs. He was wearing a small t-shirt and trouser.
Scene of crime officers from Masulita and Kachiri police stations secured the crime scene and removed the body.
The police brought sniffer dogs, which led them to a sand mine. They arrested 2 men they found in the mine.
Donald Twinomjuni, a colleague of the deceased, was one of a number of suspects arrested. All of them were released after 2 weeks in custody.
I don't know anything. After the police arrested those in the mine, they came and arrested me as well.
Police statistics seen by NTV indicate that since the beginning of this year to October, over 380 people have been murdered in the Kampala Metropolitan Area, which covers the districts of Kampala, Mukono, Wakiso, and parts of Mpigi. This means that on average, 38 people are murdered every month.
We are seeing a great reduction in the homicide cases this year, not like last year. There are about 378 cases of homicide.
Last year, 512 people were killed in the Kampala Metropolitan Area. Turiamuhebwa's murder was recorded at Masulita Police Station under Station Daily Reference 08/08/05/2023. A sharp knife with an orange plastic handle was collected as an exhibit. However, today there is no clue on who murdered him or what the motive was.
The case died at Kachiri Police Station.
The state attorney, first of all, advised us legally to release the friend because there was no much evidence that can warrant him being taken to court.
In 2008, when the Special Branch Department of the Uganda Police Force was disbanded, the Inspector General of Police at the time, General Edward Kale Kaihura, accused it of duplicating the work of the Internal Security Organization, or ISO.
Special Branch was branding intelligence, was literally kind of harvesting information, brand it into intelligence, feed it to the state so that the state would ably use it accurately to pick out criminals.
The old guard, like Frederick Egesa, a former Special Branch officer, still believed that it was one of the best intelligence units in the country And since it was disbanded, the police is at a loss when it comes to detecting and preventing crime.
Special branch was kind of substituted, taken away, and then in its place, we came in with the people like the crime preventers, many of whom are jobless, many of whom lack training, many of whom possibly have been former criminals, and some are still criminals.
This begs the question, does the police force have credible intelligence systems?
Most of these guys who have been put back, who have taken the space of special branch, you find them just dealing. They get information, sometimes sell it to the criminals. They get information from criminals, sell it to police, but with an intent.
Egesa says the rise in homicides could stem from the fact that potential perpetrators have lost confidence in the entire justice system.
Criminals have become wiser. Those killing has become commercial. As they pick a lot of knowledge, they know how to evade intelligence, they know how to evade investigation. But besides also, is intelligence alert.
Today, Trino Mjuni is the only suspect in the murder of Turia Muhebwa, still living in Bikasel village. The rest of the suspects jumped police bond as soon as they were released. No one knows where they are. GILLIAN NANTUME, NTV Tonight.